When you think of World War II aces, images of daring pilots in fighter planes or submarine captains prowling the oceans might come to mind. But another type of ace existed on the battlefield. A soldier who earned their reputation not in the skies or seas, but on foot, facing down enemy tanks armed with nothing more than handheld weapons. These men were known as Panzerkanaka, a German term meaning tank destroyer. Armed with courage and rudimentary weapons, these soldiers were the last line of defense against enemy tanks when heavy anti-tank guns or friendly tanks weren't available. They often operated alone, relying on their skill and bravery to take on the seemingly indestructible machines of war. Tanks were a dominating force on the World War II battlefield, designed to be nearly impervious to small arms fire. The traditional way to stop them was with anti-tank guns, other tanks, or specialized tank destroyers. Infantry alone stood little chance unless they could close the distance and attack weak points, like the engine bay or the tracks. When the usual defenses failed or weren't available, soldiers turned to improvised methods. Hand grenades, anti-tank mines like the German Teller mine, and Molotov cocktails were used, but these weapons required extreme proximity to the tank. Approaching a tank meant exposing oneself to enemy machine gun fire, not only from the tank, but also from supporting infantry. To give soldiers a better fighting chance, Germany developed innovative weapons designed for close-quarters tank combat. One early invention was the Handheld, a magnetic anti-tank mine introduced in 1942. This cone-shaped device contained 2.3 kilograms of high explosives and could penetrate the thick armor of Allied tanks. Soldiers had to get close enough to slap the mine onto a tank's hull, pull the pin, and retreat before it detonated. Despite its effectiveness, using the Handheld required immense bravery, as it put the soldier directly in harm's way. Larger magnetic mines were later developed, carrying up to 10 kilograms of explosives for even more destructive power. But Germany needed a more practical, easy-to-use solution that didn't require such a risky approach. In 1943, Germany introduced the Panzerfaust, a revolutionary weapon that transformed infantry into effective tank hunters. The Panzerfaust was a simple metal tube with a trigger and basic sights. It fired a high-explosive warhead propelled by a black powder charge, making it a recoilless weapon. Unlike earlier designs, the Panzerfaust allowed soldiers to engage tanks from a distance, up to 60 meters, significantly improving their chances of survival. The Panzerfaust became the most effective handheld anti-tank weapon of the war. Its ease of use meant that even minimally trained soldiers could operate it, and its widespread availability turned entire infantry units into potential tank hunters. During the brutal urban battles of Eastern Europe in 1944-45, the Panzerfaust was credited with destroying around 70% of enemy tanks. Taking on tanks with handheld weapons was a dangerous task, but some soldiers excelled at it. These tank hunters earned the admiration of their peers and were recognized with a unique military decoration, the Tank Destruction Badge. Introduced in 1942, the badge was awarded to individual soldiers who destroyed an enemy tank or armored fighting vehicle using handheld weapons. The silver badge was awarded for a single tank kill, while the gold badge was reserved for those who destroyed 5. Soldiers would wear one badge for each kill up to 4, and after achieving their 5th kill, they would replace the silver badges with a single gold one. The badge's exclusivity made it a symbol of exceptional bravery. It was awarded only to infantrymen, excluding those who operated anti-tank guns or other vehicles. By the war's end, over 18,500 silver badges and around 400 gold badges had been awarded. Among the most celebrated Panzerkanaka was Adolf Peichel, an Austrian soldier credited with destroying 11 tanks using various handheld weapons. Peichel's heroics earned him the Knight's Cross, one of Germany's highest military honors, in October 1944. He survived the war and lived until 1969. Another famous tank hunter was Günter Viezenz, an officer in the 7th Grenadier Regiment. Viezenz destroyed an incredible 21 enemy tanks, earning him 4 gold badges and 1 silver badge. He too received the Knight's Cross for his exceptional bravery and went on to serve in the post-war West German Army, eventually rising to the rank of colonel. Viezenz passed away in 1999. The stories of the Panzerkanaka highlight the extraordinary courage of soldiers who faced overwhelming odds. Armed with little more than their determination and ingenuity, they stood up to some of the most fearsome weapons of the war. Their legacy serves as a reminder of the incredible risks soldiers take and the innovations born from the necessity of survival. These unsung heroes earned their place in history as some of the bravest warriors of World War II. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe. For more incredible tales from history, visit my YouTube channel. See you in the next video.